Hi, timekeepers. Good to see you guys. Welcome into the stream. This is Louis, and he's looking very handsome today. Isn't that right?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. Oh shit! So. My full body's not. Hold on.
Yunayo.
Okay, there we go. There we go.
Oh hi. Okay,
we're so back.
Bye, LOL.
Hi, timekeepers.
Hello.
I crashed just before the stream started, actually. Funny story. VRChat has this new thing called the inventory. And one of the things you can do with it is spawn in objects. Can you see that on the stream? Oh shit, I'm blocking it. I got a reference cube for free. So that just came with the update. And the other thing that they gave me for free was like a rainbow wand kind of thing. And like you can wave it around and stuff and it gives off particles. But I tried that for a bit with Louis before the stream was starting and then I instantly crashed. So we're not going to spawn that one for now. I don't know if it was the wand that crashed me, but I can't remember the last time that I hard crashed to the point where like the Unity error screen came up. That was the first time in a long time that I've like hard crashed to like that. But we're back now.
Model as an inventory
we're
item.
So back.
Use Louis' model as an inventory item? Dude, oh my god, if I could keep players in my inventory, that'd be so funny. Just grab Louis and carry him around with me. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Pokemon, yeah. Louis, yeah, Pocket Louis. They should add that, but like they should add that as a thing, but like the other player has to say yes to it and they can get out whenever they want. Imagine I could throw throw other players at people. Pokemon. I hope they make it'd be cool if they made like custom items that you know creators can make, because then we could actually get like a Pokeball that can start other players in it.
When you said items, I thought that you meant that you could take an item from any world, like any grabbable, and then put it in your inventory.
That would be cool. Right now, at least, it's just like a set list of items from VRChat that you can spawn in.
Whoa, Louis be happen yet.
They also gave us free stickers. Oh, now stickers are available to everyone, not just VRChat Plus members, but custom stickers are still like, you know, you can't do that.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. But I do have a gay flag as a sticker now. So that's cool. Oh. Nice, I like that one. So, where can I put this on my box? I can't put it on the box? What's the point? Hold on. There. Gay flag. Can you see that on the stream? Gay flag on the wall over there.
Oh, yeah.
In Pride Month and everything. Pride Month's almost over. After this, we can start being homophobic again.
Poggers?
Yeah, Poggers 1, 2, 3, Poggers.
Do you still have that?
I do still have... I'm gonna turn the camera so they can see. I do still have the funny Louis... Oh, it's so dark, you can barely see it.
Kevin.
It's the funny Louis face. Oh. Thank you for the gifted membership, Sir Apoth. Congratulations to D Great Destroyer for getting the gifted membership.
You missed G3's gifted
Yeah,
member.
I did. Yeah, thank you, G3. I don't know if he's here anymore, but thank you, G3, for the gifted membership. I am streaming at the same time as the debut of Saba, that new VTuber that's definitely maybe not Gawagura. So, my viewership... Would my viewership be affected by that? I don't know if it really would, to be honest. I think my viewership isn't like specifically the VTuber fans at this point.
Maybe. That's a good question.
7 viewers right now, and that's, I would say, pretty average for VRChat, but who knows? Maybe if she weren't streaming today, I'd be getting like 200 viewers or something.
That is so true.
Yeah.
actually.
Recently, I don't know if he wants me to say his names. I'm gonna say my friend got me Fear and Hunger 2 Termina.
Chance of being the one chosen
and it's
for
like
gifted sub.
Kevin has a Kevin's like a super rare gacha character for in terms of like gifted subs, gift memberships. Anyways, my friend bought me Fear and Hunger 2 Termina because it was on sale for the Steam sale. Do you know what Fear and Hunger is?
TBF, I think people who watch smaller VTubers often
Fear and Hunger is like an RPG Maker game. And it's like probably the most succinct way that I can describe it is it's a roguelike RPG that really hates the player. Story-wise, people describe it like the manga Berserk, but you're not the main character. So there's before you go to look at it and buy it, be warned, there's a lot of I don't know how to say this without getting demonetized. There's a lot of unwanted sexual contact in that game because it's like a survival horror game. And there's a lot of penises. The first enemy that I encountered in Fear and Hunger 2 had his dick out.
I wish I wasn't the worst turn-based video game player alive.
The penises.
Just straight up, and you can attack it. You could attack his. It's super cool. Okay, it's super cool. In Fear and Hunger, each enemy is comprised of a bunch of different body parts, and you can attack each body part, but each body part also maybe can attack you back. So like, the left hand and the right hand are two different quote-unquote enemies of the same enemy. And like, if they're using like a knife in one hand, you can attack that hand to disarm them and get rid of it. It's super cool. But yeah, every item drop is randomized, which is why and you die a lot, which is why I described it as like a roguelike RPG. Because that's basically what it is you're expected to kind of die a lot and then go back and try again, but with different strategies. And it's super cool. I woke up this morning and I really wanted to keep playing it.
Certain body parts in games.
Yeah, no, it's super cool, Infamous. Fear and Hunger is so cool. I wish I wasn't the worst turn-based video game player alive. It's kind of frustrating to play Fear and Hunger sometimes, because you know, it sucks to be getting like a good run and then you get shit stomped by like the Diddler 4000 and then you just die. But it's super fun because like once you get into like the swing of, I'm gonna make myself shorter. You're like, it's not that you're off frame. I can just scoot the camera back.
Maybe
YouTube
maybe it's better like
castration.
this.
It's better like this.
I'm like the little goober.
Yeah, the little guy for real. Yeah, Fear and Hunger is super cool. The original one, the first Fear and Hunger takes place in like a scary like dungeon prison type thing with a lot of monsters in it. And the second one is like Majora's Mask because there's a moon god that's gonna kill everyone in 3 days if you don't do something. I don't know yet. There's a lot of story mystery that I need to uncover. But I think the moon god is gonna crash into the town in 3 days. YouTube censoring castration.
I just got the reference cube.
Oh, congrats! You got the congratulations. Yeah. I could talk about Fear and Hunger for hours. Honestly, it's so cool, and I can't stream it. I can't stream the game because they, well, you know. There is
penises.
Apparently you can get away with it on Twitch. Like Twitch doesn't really mind you streaming Fear and Hunger because the sexual content is meant for like horror aspects as opposed to being arousing. Invest in the censoring mod. Okay, here's the thing about the censoring mod. The censoring mod is basically just a safer way to stream it on Twitch. Because the sexual things still happen, it's just that there's black bars covering them now. So, like, it still probably wouldn't be safe for YouTube. Go for the stinger whenever you
start a fight. Keep it on screen for as little time as possible.
Yeah, the first enemy you encounter in Fear and Hunger 1 is a prison guard, and he has a body part called the stinger, and it's between his legs, and it's the size of his legs, and you can attack it. And just jab it. Pretty cool. Is your mic working, or are you just not saying anything? This guy's mic is broken. Average berserk, man.
No. Mom was talking to me.
Oh, okay.
Average berserk man.
I'm your mom. That's it. That came out wrong. I was gonna tell you to, like, clean your room. Don't say it. I was gonna make, like, a Louis, you need to clean your room joke. But that didn't quite come out right, I don't think. Oh, yeah, what I was talking about, in Fear and Hunger 1, there's this one mod that, like, seamlessly gets rid of all of the sexual stuff. So, like, it recontextualizes everything to not be sexual. Fear and Hunger 2 doesn't have that, though. So, I'm on my own with that game. It has a normal censoring mod, but it's not, like, a particularly seamless one, and it still shows a lot of this stuff, just, you know, with black bars over it, like I said. Not quite perfect. And I still probably would get in trouble for streaming it on YouTube. Am I tracking okay? Yeah, I'm tracking, so. Louis, how's your tracking?
You know, my mouse is working.
Okay, that's good. I popped into this, liminal world. Oh, did I turn the music off on accident? I kind of like the music. There we go. Yeah, but it's, I don't know. It's neat. I feel like liminal worlds don't really work as well in VRChat, because as opposed to feeling liminal, they kind of just feel incomplete. I think one of the values of liminality is that, like, one of the things that makes it cool is that it kind of feels like an incomplete video game level, but in real life. Which, you know, doesn't really apply when it's literally a video game level. Whoa, the reference cube just flashed. What the hell?
What the heck? Yeah.
What is it doing? Is it a bomb?
Is it audio linked?
Oh, maybe it is.
It's pulsing to the bass in the song for me.
Oh, you're right. That's super cool, actually. That's neat.
I thought it was just a useless cube.
Me and the boys in space for the day. I can't imagine what public worlds are like with giant cubes everywhere.
Oh god, yeah.
It's gotta be funny. You go to, like, a rave, but, like, instead of people, it's just a crowd of cubes all flashing.
What is the cube?
What is the cube? So, VRChat rolled out a new update. And one of the updates is they added a thing called items. And they let me, spawn in things in space. Right now, there's only 2 of them. And users can't publish them right now, which kind of sucks. I guess that's what avatar toggles are for. But one of the 2 that they have is just this cube. And I guess it flashes with music, which is neat. The feature, like, just rolled out, like, I think 2 days ago. So it's a really new feature, so they only have 2 items for it right now. It would be neat if they could make it so that users could upload their own thing. Like, well, you know, they could integrate it with, like, the avatar marketplace too. Like, make it so that when you get an avatar, you, like, uploaders can pair it with an item that you can spawn in.
It's cool.
Yeah. Right now, the Avatar Marketplace is kind of pointless for everyone who has a functioning computer. Because, you know, if you know how to run Unity or follow instructions on how to run Unity, then the Avatar Marketplace is basically useless. Because Unity Avatar uploading was at a point where it was easy enough for anyone to do once Unity is set up. The hardest part really is setting up Unity for the first time. That was awful though. Setting up Unity to get things uploaded for the first time is so unpleasant.
Be back in like 3 minutes. I didn't know about this Saba
I really
MF.
like
Now I'm
Avatar
curious.
Creator. Just like assumes you know basic Unity knowledge.
Sir Apoth is leaving me to go watch Saba. Also, I heard a concerning... Okay, so there's a dialogue message. It says,
I'll be
"Whoops,
back.
OBS has crashed. Would you like to copy the crash log onto the clipboard?" Hey,
That's
chatters.
not a good sign.
Can you still see the stream? Cause like,
Still see it?
if you can, we're just gonna ignore that message and not do anything with it.
The stream is still going though.
Stream is still going? Alright, nice. You know, it's weird.
Stream
I've had
seems
that
to be
happen. I've had this
working fine.
happen before, where OBS tells me that it's crashed, but like, the stream is just fine. I don't know what about it crashed, if OBS itself is still functioning, but whatever. Stream is still going fine. Yeah, we're just not gonna touch the message then. We're just gonna leave it there. It gives me the option to say yes or no to copying the crash log to the clipboard. We're just not gonna answer it until the stream is over. I like this model, by the way, Hollow. I haven't used her in a while, but I was looking at like some thumbnails that I had with her, and I felt like using her again. She is, I would say, out of my face tracked models, she's like my most reliable one that I like to use. Like, you know, the other ones kind of come and go in terms of how much I like to use them, but I would say I really frequently come back to Hollow. She's cute. She does run like shit, but that's okay. I wonder if there's an optimized version of her on the store. That's probably the main draw of the store for me, is that avatar creators are making optimized versions of their avatars.
Yeah, that's pretty enticing.
Yeah.
Especially considering being in the public with all the avatars on.
Yeah, no,
Already.
that's a huge thing, is that I'm hoping that with the avatar market, we're gonna see more people using avatar market avatars in public places, which will by necessity be at least better than very poor. I don't know if this avatar creator is on the market. Her avatars are way beyond very poor, so I'm really not super confident that she'll be here. There's there was one avatar
Saba's chat
that I
is
saw.
going insane.
Saba's chat is going insane. Well, she was like the LeBron James of VTubers before she quit HoloLive, so that's literally I was watching I don't know if you guys know him, the streamer, but Coney. I was watching him talk about Garagura. I didn't know he was a fan of VTubers. But when he got the news that Garagura graduated, he was in shambles.
Oh man.
And like someone in his chat said, I don't really care. And I think I'm quoting him directly. He said, "Then you are the stupidest motherfucker in this chat." And he said, like, this is like if you were a sports fan and then you heard LeBron James is quitting and then you said, "I don't really care." Who's that? Who? LeBron James or Garagura? Or Coney? Wait, who are... There's a lot of people that question could be talking about. There's
Formerly the shark girl, now Saba.
She went from a shark to a fish. Actually, sharks are fish, I guess.
Yeesh.
Fish. There's one unfortunate thing that happened. I saw an avatar on the market that I've been really wanting to get for a while. But in order to optimize it,
now there is this
the avatar creator basically turned her into a quest avatar, but on PC. So she's missing like all of her cool features that she has on her actual model and her face tracking. She is cheaper, but like she's missing so much I'm not really interested in it. Okay, I'm not seeing Paulo on the store at all, which is a shame. Would be so cool to have like an optimized medium version of this avatar. I am glad that they made the decision to like only allow very poor avatars on like a case-by-case basis. I think has the potential to be so good for the community as a whole.
What I don't like that I'm seeing is that some furry avatars are like literally the same but just recolored, and they cost the same.
Yeah, so okay, how that works is that they're all, if you click on the avatar, every version is included under the same avatar. So usually how I see it done is when you click on the avatar, you can buy differently colored versions, or you can buy all of them. And I think selling different colors in different packages is stupid, but there's potential to make like different outfits that you can buy of each avatar, which would help with performance, I think. And also, I don't know, I've heard people suggest like an inventory system where like you can like pick and choose what outfit you want from an inventory, and then it'll just switch the model around. I think that would be cool. But yeah, the different colors of each avatar being sold as different versions is stupid. But there's potential. That's the whole thing about the avatar market, in my opinion, is I think there's a lot of potential in it right now. But as it stands, it's kind of just a subpar feature for a very niche group of people. I'm gonna drink some water. Have you ever had a Yeti water bottle?
Not Yeti, but I've had like knockoffs.
I love I have one Yeti water bottle, and it's like my favorite water bottle. I don't know. And it's not like, I can't like distinctively say like, oh, this is the feature about it that's way, way better and way worth the cost of it. It's just that like it feels real nice to drink out of it. Like the straw is real nice. Keeps the water very cool. Everything about it is just nice compared to like the cheaper stuff that I've gotten. I'm a fan, but I only have one because they are kind of expensive.
Yeah.
When I was going to get a drink of water, you were just in the corner of the frame, and because you're so small and you're just on desktop, it was just a face blankly staring into the camera from the corner.
This is the way.
How many viewers do I have right now? 6? Okay. I guess it is slightly possible that we are losing viewers to Saba. Well, we know for sure that G3 Nyx is there.
I wonder why she keeps coming back. I'm gonna be real.
Who? What? Gawagura? Hi. I think we're back.
Yep, looks good to me.
Okay. Hi timekeepers. Stream did in fact crash. Sorry about that. OBS finally actually crashed after me not clicking on the dialog box. I would refresh your streams just to make sure you're caught up. And that your quality is okay.
Rib.
Hello back. Hi Makuta. Yeah, we're
Hi,
I think we've
Makuta.
returned though.
So
We're tracking
back.
this off. We are so back. We are so back. I gotta recalibrate my tracking. Hold on.
FCK Saba or better. Why is Louis here?
What do you mean, why is Louis here? Who said that?
I hate Louis SMH.
That's crazy.
Hey, bird. How could you say that against him? He's just a little guy. Oh, my leg tracking is fucked up. God damn.
Man.
Hold on. Foot tracker, what in the world are you on?
Shout out to Louis.
Shout out to Louis. Shout out to Louis, for real, for real.
Also, I don't know who Saba is, so.
Don't know who Saba is? She is...
I'm sure you're better.
Former
What?
biggest VTuber in all history. Gower Gura from Hololive.
Makutanu.
The LeBron James of VTubing.
I hate that advertisers are trying to tailor their ads to shorts' attention spans. I can't even tell what's going on in them. It feels like Cruelty Squad's advertisements for punishment.
I've noticed that ads are getting shorter for their, like, in terms of attention span. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to make money. Louis asked before the stream crash, he asked why Garagura keeps returning, right? It's cause the way I've heard it described is there's at a certain point for Hololive VTubers and any major corporation VTubers, you don't monetarily get, well, cause the main value of joining a big company is that you get a lot of viewers really quickly and the support of management. That's the main benefits of joining a corporation. And the main drawbacks are that you're limited in what you can do as a creator by the managers that help you out. So at a certain point for people like Garagura,
rips off sleeves. Do something about it.
The benefits do not outweigh the negatives, because for someone like her with several million subscribers, there's a point where like she's making enough money, but she doesn't really want the limitations. She would make a similar amount of money if she just went solo and kept going on her own. So the reason that so many VTubers right now are quitting their companies and going indie is because they don't want the limitations and they could make enough money just going solo that it doesn't really matter. And Garagura, as basically the biggest VTuber ever right now, can entirely make it on her own just without a company at this point. So the only value that the company provides is management support at this point, which a lot of YouTubers just decide that they don't need that anymore. So that's fine.
Did you see Zentrea left the shoujo?
She did? That's kind of crazy, actually.
She did. Well, she's leaving in like July 11th or something.
I didn't hear about that. That's crazy. I do like that with VShoujo, they let you keep your identities when you leave. It sucks that the Hololive talents, their quote-unquote characters, are copyrighted to the company, so they can't just go on their own with their character. I get the policy from like a business perspective, but yeah, that sucks.
I feel like I feel like I would be a decent VTuber, but the male VTuber market is so small.
You could be like a cool catboy VTuber, I think. But yes, you are correct that the male VTuber market is pretty small. The femboy VTuber market's growing though. They have the same. I know, but they have the same appeal as they have the same audience basically that female VTubers do. The same audience that'll thirst over a big booba VTuber is the same audience that'll thirst over a lewd femboy.
I feel like most VTuber companies based in the West allow the streamers to keep their designs after leaving.
Yeah, that's how it seems. I mean, to be fair though, the only really big Western VTuber company is VShojo. Everything else is pretty indie for the most part. God, my leg tracking is so weird right now. So strange. That really bothers me actually. My knees don't start bending when they do in the...
I spread toxic stuff around my house, but it's 100 degrees out and it feels like the mask is gonna drown me in my own breath water.
Reset your trackers?
Maybe, yeah, we can try that again. My knee isn't like lifting up at the time when I feel that it should. That's a little better. Okay.
I opened Twitter for half a second and I see a picture of Sava's toes.
Okay. Good for her. She has dedicated fans. Yunayo Toes stream. Members only.
In the ASMR stream, we talked about doing. You were like, should I rub my feet on the mic? And then you tried to.
Man, that's funny. See, I'm a pioneer in the VTubing market. They call me, I don't know, what do they call me? Jonathan Doe.
Frakeo.
Freak.io, they call me Freak.io, yeah. Here's the hoodie. Hold on. Where's my... Hold on, I don't want to strip on accident. Okay. That's a step. Oh. There's the bodysuit. Cool. Okay. We did it. Unfortunately, this avatar does not have the cat ears mode. Because it's using the light performance version. Look, chat, I'm finally shorter than Louis. Don't ask about our real life heights, though.
Yeah.
No cat eats rip.
Wait, my foot tracker's not working. Oh, it's just staying static. No wonder it's having issues. That one's working fine.
Asterisk
This one is
ears.
not. What's wrong with it? Hello? Okay, well now it's working. I just need to do this again. You know, my trackers have a software update that I need to go through. Maybe I should have done that before the stream started. Oh wow. Chat, I've been thinking recently about getting a 3D VTuber model, because one of my goals is to get a new live 2D model, but I've been wondering if, like, I don't know, I think that the face tracking in VR has turned very appealing for me, because like this is like leagues better of like my live 2D model and like 90% of live 2D models that I've seen. So like I don't know. There's a lot of 3D VTubers, like Rose Doodle is one that comes to mind, that have really good face tracking on their 3D model. And I'm kind of thinking about maybe commissioning a high quality 3D model as opposed to a 2D live 2D model. Yunayo in 3D IMAX, yeah.
I wonder if you can also get the hand tracking that some people do.
Yeah, I could actually, because that is using... what is it using? There's like a specific piece of hardware that you can still get, I think, but it's like a little camera that... not a camera, really. It feels more like an infrared bar that like sits on your desk, and it'll track your hands as they sit above them. Also, I think a lot of 3D tracking software supports Slime VR. Or I guess more so Slime VR supports a lot of 3D tracking software. So in theory, I could actually be a full body 3D VTuber. It's just that, you know, my face tracking would have to stay in camera. Gothnayo. Gothnayo will be the next PNG model if the goal fills up. But I think, I don't know. I don't think it's gonna happen, because we're... how many days? I can't see how many days left we have. But like at the end of the month, it's gonna expire. And then we'll probably start a new one. Maybe the next one will be like an outfit.
We love goth girls though.
Love goth girls though. Yeah, we do love goth girls, but the goal didn't get filled up. I'll tell you guys what. If by the end of the month it's more than 50%, I'll extend it another month. How about that? We still have like
It's at 46%, chat.
That 46%. If it's halfway filled by the end of the month, I'll extend it another month into next month. Because truth be told, I also want to make another PNG tuber model because they're really fun to make. But I need to justify it, so to say, because right now I have commissions to do that I've been slacking on. So this is kind of how I justify it. That like it would be like a collective commission from chat. That was the same with the Kikuri Hiroi ASMR video. I justified it by pretending it was a commission. It probably wouldn't have gotten as far as it has now if I didn't do it that way. And I still need to do some stuff. But for members of the channel, I'm sure members have already seen it, but for members of the channel, you can go watch a work in progress version of the ASMR right now in the videos tab. If you're not a member, you can't watch it, but you can go see the work in progress of it.
Done. Gothnayo.
Thank you very much, Adam Newcomb, for the $5. Thank you very much. Okay. So we'll extend the goal another month. It'll be extended into next month. Thank you very much for the super chat.
Let's go.
One time, I don't like to beg for like donations or anything, but one time I was talking in VRChat to chat, and I was like, I think I was talking about like how kind of disappointed I am in myself, because I was hoping to be like further along in my quote-unquote career as a VTuber by now, and I was like worried like financially about the VTuber situation. And then I got a bunch of super chats after I talked about that, and I didn't know what to say because I don't like to beg for like super chats because then I don't know how to respond when people actually like go through on it. So I just kind of sat there awkwardly and said thank you because I didn't know what else to say. But like I got so many super chats that day.
This is as far as I can take it. The rest is up to you timekeepers.
Thank you, Adam Newcomb. 50%. So it'll go an extra month then. As per the dealer.
Also, Yuna bow bow.
You want me to bark? Okay. How much was it? $5? Oh, bow. I'll just give you 2. There. Yunayo barking compilation. I don't have dog ears on this avatar. There's a huge lack of dog-eared avatars on VRChat. It's all cat boys and cat girls, which is fair. Cat boys pog.
That's our super.
But I need more like dog-eared avatars. Make a fridge that only opens when you get super chats.
Donation goals high stakes. So we need $16.53.
A refrigerator that's locked unless I get a super chat.
Yuna being a pub
You
girl,
can always
that's
be like,
RFR.
chat, you wanna know what's behind what's inside this fridge?
So you wanna know what's in the fridge? You got a super chat to find out. I don't know what to tell you. That's just how the fridge was made.
Every stream you change the like internals of the fridge to something else.
Yeah. I should have like a box every stream with like something random in it that's just closed unless I get a super chat. I don't even know what I would put in it to like make it work. It has to be something like funny at least. Like maybe like I don't know. Maybe every day before the stream, I'll spin a wheel randomly, and then like whatever number it lands on is how many gifted memberships I have to give if the box gets open. That could be kind of fun, actually. Like every single, maybe it's like a combination of like randomly it's like either gifted memberships or just random things that I think are funny. And then like every stream will have like, because YouTube actually does support like super chat goals. Like I can make a goal in chat, like get this many super chats of this level or higher. So like I could just do like a 1 super chat goal every stream and then I'll open the box. You know, being a puppy girl for real. For real, no. Puppy girl bark type shit, you know? Woof type beat. If you know what I'm saying. Hi, Louie.
Hello. And I'm dead.
Lore accurate Yuna.
Lore accurate Yuna, yeah. Louie, look, spilled milk.
I
Man, why
get
they
what
gotta
she's
waste that
saying,
milk?
dog. Use a
I
good
wouldn't drink it
dog.
all.
I get what you're saying, dog. You a good dog. Thank you. The Texas speech actually read that out right, which is surprising. I have like electrical tape on the wires of my slime VR trackers. And it's like, hopefully keep them safe, but it keeps
Pat
coming
Louie for
off
being a good editor.
and like coming loose. And then it gets sticky because the adhesive gets everywhere. Pat Louie for being a good editor. I've been actually patting him all stream, if you've been looking. It's awesome. He's on desktop though. But that's still
Yeah.
awesome. Because then he just stares blankly at the camera as you pat him. Have
Well,
I...
like me being in the VR would be any different.
Oh shoot. Have I told you guys recently about my plushie Gojo? He's so cute. I feel like we have quite a lot of chatters that aren't normally here. And I need to tell you guys about my plushie Gojo, the turtle. He's from Build-A-Bear. And he is just a super cutie patootie. Let me... Do I have him on stream?
Whoa, those things show up on screen. I thought it was just quick emojis.
What's this? That's the entire Shrek movie as a GIF.
We need a Yuna plushie.
I don't see the Gojo plushie, but I can pull it up in OBS actually. Image. Gojo. Hold on, I'm gonna go pull it up. Browse.
Underscore
I have him
Yuna
somewhere.
BER underscore Yuna BER underscore Yuna BER underscore Yuna BER.
Where is he?
Underscore
Gojo, there he
Unipop
is. Oh, he's way too big. Fit to screen. There we go. This is Gojo. He is an absolute cutie patootie of a turtle plushie. This is his like fall outfit. He's got a nice button up on and he's got his comfy hoodie. Right now he's in like a super cute bear sweater. I don't have a PNG of that though,
my
yeah.
phone needs to charge cause I passed out
And
on
he's like-
call with Pricey. So
He's
I
just a
must
little
go.
guy. He's a little bigger than Louis actually. 'Cause, you know, Louis is like half a foot tall, so yeah.
Oh. Wow.
Anyways, that's Gojo. I thought I should introduce you guys to him again. My phone needs to charge, so I passed out on call at Pricey, so I must go. Pat Gojo for me? Where is he? He's on my bed. Hi, Gojo! Oh, yeah. Oh, baby guy. You what a cutie. Give him a pat on the head. He is so polite and so well behaved. He just sits there and he just smiles. He's just having a good time. He's just happy to be there.
And what about Gojo Jr.?
Gojo Jr. is currently sleeping inside a mountain of
Thanks.
plushies.
Bye.
Like, there's like a pillow fort, but made out of plushies next to me, and he's at the center of all of them. And I think he's asleep.
I see.
But he's also there. He in there.
When
This
did you
world's pretty
change
dark.
The sticker.
I changed it just now.
I was like,
Uh,
did I miss it?
I do this pose so often on stream, like on thumbnails and stuff. I was looking through. Hold on, I think I have a print of that actually that I can print out. I was looking through my thumbnails to figure out what to use today as a thumbnail, and there are so many that I have as this. Here we go. Hold on, print. This pose right here, this one, there's so many thumbnails that I have that are this exact pose right here. This one. I don't know. I mean, what can I say? It's hot. Right? See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm gooning. I'm gooning.
I can't believe Louis is jarking it in my stream. And I just have a bunch of pictures like this in my VRChat folder for thumbnails.
Mm-hmm.
Get a load of this guy. He's so tiny. He's so short.
Just a little guy.
Just a little guy. Little Rusk. Little Rusk dude. There's a character in Rune Factory 3 named Rusk, and he hates vegetables. He's not a cat boy. But he is a femboy. So kinda close. Can't see half the sky.
Damn.
Can balance them on his head. I saw a meme.
Here's 1, 2, 3.
And it was a girl talking about bouncing on it. Like on Twitter, and all of her tweets were just her talking about bouncing on it. And there was a caption, and it was like me talking about my friend's trampoline. I love memes that like recontextualize messages and stuff. I saw one, and it was like some guy on Twitter talking about how like diss tracks and stuff, and he tweeted, "I'm not going to make a diss track." And there was a caption that was like Mario when he's talking about a Mario Kart race. I'm not gonna make a diss track. That was my favorite. That's like one of my favorites, honestly. Not gonna make a diss track.
And
Where have we been going? Oh the stream timer said 28 minutes, but then I remembered OBS crashed halfway through the stream.
Halo, dropping by.
says an hour.
How's it going?
1 hour, yeah. Hello, dropping by. How's it going, Louis? G3 says, how's it going, Louis?
What's up, G3? Going okay.
That means it's going terrible. He hates being around me. He's only around me for the views.
The world is gonna blow up.
The world is gonna blow up. Louis is only around me so that he can get more viewers on his channel.
So cute.
Louis wants to be a big VTuber, and he knows that if he just spends time with me, then he'll get huge viewers. So that's why he's just like staying here.
That's so stupid. That's people actually do that though. That's the
That's
sad
good.
part.
That's good.
Let's help each other grow.
What are you looking at?
Yeah, you stupid catboy face.
Carry Louis like Simba in The
And I'm
Lion King.
dead.
I can teabag him now. Very close to just sitting on his face.
Foggers 1, 2, 3.
Progress 1, 2, 3. Very Louis like Simba in The Lion King, yeah. That one thing where he just like throws Simba off the cliff.
Lower accurate, you know.
Me when I get my hands on you.
All right, I'm out, LOL.
Okay, bye G3. Enjoy the Saba stream. Wait, is she still going? Debut streams usually aren't that long, right? She might not be going. I'm not sure. Oh, my leg tracking is kind of fucked up. Hold on.
Oh, she's still going.
She's still going? Okay. Going. D3 is returning to his home.
Not the scene I was thinking, but also works.
Okay, leg trackers. Time to lock in.
IDCABT Saba anymore, I'm just outlaw.
Okay, there we go. It's a little better. I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, I'm wearing a skirt right now, like a short skirt. And I feel very bonita. I can like twirl and stuff. It has shorts under it, but this wouldn't be allowed in school because my fingertips go past it a little bit. So it's a pretty short skirt. I didn't think that using full body trackers without pants would be comfortable, because I thought that the straps would really bug my legs. But as it turns out, I think this is better actually than like with pants on, because when they're secured straight to my legs as opposed to a piece of clothing over my legs, they slip down a lot less. So I spend way less time like physically adjusting them, which is really nice. Because I mean, even in concept, this might have been kind of stupid of me to think, but for some reason I thought that baggy sweatpants would be the best for VR. I guess because I thought they would be comfy, but upon further thought processes, I think that just makes them slip down my leg more. So I don't know. Maybe we'll just be like skirted up the whole stream from now on. Oh, Slime VR is making new trackers. Did you see that?
No.
They're called butterfly trackers, and they're super small, and they have Velcro on them, so you can just attach them straight to your clothes, as opposed to having to strap up to them. So like they are like super tiny. I'm trying to think of like what I could compare it to. I don't know. They're like half the width of a Slime VR tracker, like a normal one. And it's like two. It's so hard to describe, but like it's like two little tiny compartments, and then they sit on like a bent piece where the wires go through, and then you just Velcro it onto fabric and stuff. So they're super tiny, and in theory, if you're using clothes that Velcro can stick to, you don't even need straps.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, they're not out yet, but they did announce them, and they have like testing models done. Oh my god, and the best part is that they come with a charging dock, so I no longer need 5 different USB-C cables to charge them all.
Real.
My desk becomes a mess of cables when it's time to get everything charged, because I don't want it to take all day to charge all 5 of my trackers, so I just get 5 different USB-C cables and charge them all at once. And so my desk just becomes a mess of wires for the duration of their charging.
Good list though.
Just realized my playlist of older music is mostly made up of songs used in Metal Gear Solid 5. Good, that sounds good. I don't know, I've never heard the Metal Gear Solid 5 OST. All I know is that one song that was a part of a lot of edits, but isn't actually like a part of the game. What is it? So you can no. As the memory's gone, I feel. I don't know the lyrics, but that one.
Invisible by Duran Duran.
Scratching Louis' chin. Sometimes in VRChat, when I'm with people that I know are okay with me doing this, I'll go up to them and I'll scratch their balls and I'll say coochie coochie coo. Well, you know, because like VRChat avatars are super sexualized. I've seen more than a few e-boys that just have bulge physics. So sometimes with my friends, I'll go like coochie coochie coo. Slightly unhinged Yunayo behavior.
Lore accurate Yunayo behavior.
Lore accurate. We have like 9 viewers now. Looks like I'm finally overtaking Saba.
Yeah, we're doing it, chat.
We're showing her. Some of the models that I've purchased on for VRChat have, like, in their TOS, they say that they're okay with you using them for VTubing. And I don't know if they mean, like, if you're a VTuber and you use my model in VRChat, that's okay. Or if they mean,
which must be helpful.
I can take this model and turn it into a VRM avatar and use it with 3D tracking VTuber software. I'm not really sure what they mean by that.
Imagine a Jacko model that could throw minions at people.
A Jacko model that could throw minions at people would go hard. That is true. Sorry.
You could contact them and like see what the creators thinks.
That's probably true, yeah. Because like I have an iPhone model that has like the advanced face recognition stuff, and VTubers across every part of the industry use those kinds of iPhones for face tracking. So, in theory, if I got a model that has face tracking capacities, then I could buy the app that people use for that, which is like, I think $15. And then I could link it up to a program. I think VC Face is free. And then in theory, I could just have like a 3D, like a ready to go 3D avatar. But I don't know if I want like my identity to be someone else's avatar.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, considering that like most VRChat avatars actually are basically just kit bashes of other models, maybe I could just make my own avatar out of like the kit bashed parts.
True. Perhaps.
I hate that, by the way, in general. Not because I dislike the idea of kit bash models, but I dislike how much they cost to buy. When they're not even like their assets. I swear to God, the amount of like $40, $30 avatars I've seen where none of the assets are actually owned by the person who made them is way too high. Way too freaking high. I think that any model that you didn't make any of the assets yourself should be like $10, $15 tops. I'm sure the rationale is like, oh, these assets, they costed me like, I bet that the assets would probably cost like $100, $200. So like, I get it in theory, but like, goddamn.
Yeah, but they end up reusing the assets and
yeah, exactly. They reuse the assets. Yuna made an avatar in a cave with a bunch of scrap.
Yuna made an avatar in a cave with a bunch of scrap.
I think I do have a Jacko avatar that's just taken straight from Strive. It doesn't have face tracking though. Let me see if I still have it. Let's see here. I have Roblox Makima, which is pretty good.
No one hears a word you
They
say.
say the memory. Here we go. Jacko from Guilty Gear Strive.
She's so tall.
She's so tall because she's like accurately sized. Let me shrink a little bit just so I'm in frame. There we go. I have an actual like chain and ball. I don't know if you guys can see it, but like you can see like the chain for it. Maybe if I do like just the Jacko pose. Hold on. Wait. I don't know if I can still do this. I guess I'll find out. Nah, I can't quite go down all the way. Can you see it though? It's hidden by a pillow. Bitch.
That's a good attempt.
Less good.
I can't grab it. Shit, what?
OMG, it's Jacko. Can you do one of your famous 3 minutes block strings?
There it is. You can see it. It's Jacko. Can you do one of your famous 3-minute block strings? Do I have minions on this avatar? Oh, I can just animate the pose. Like I can just do the pose.
Augers.
I can take off the
Now,
mask.
Jacko Gaming.
But I really don't like how the Guilty Gear Strive characters' faces look, to be honest. I just think that they look kind of strange in VRChat. I think that when they're not being actually animated, they look strange. That's why I like this Jack avatar a lot, because she has the mask on. I can change my colors, which is cool. Ooh, Valentine Jacko. Hold on. Is her writing fire?
Jacko 5H pose.
Jacko 5H? What, you mean the helicopter pose? The helicopter while handstanding pose?
Everywhere else.
GST's models really rely on game lighting, so they look weird everywhere else. Yes, this is true. But Jacko with the mask on, Pog. And you know what? I don't particularly mind the lack of face tracking in this case, because I think that her face being hidden and not readable is a part of the mask, and I think that not being able to see my expressions kind of adds to that. Like, no, that's not the right way to phrase it. I don't care that I'm not face tracked, because the fact that you can't see my face is the point. There we go. That's what it is.
We got there eventually.
Jacko 2D pose while actually sliding
Jacko
across the floor.
2D while sliding across the floor? Isn't her 2D? I think I can actually do that. Hold on. Wait. It's like, she's just like this, right? Like she's just... and her halo is spinning. Oh, but I slide really slowly while I'm down this. It's just like that, right? You love this color? I love this color too. Purple Jacko goes hard. I wish, though... There's, how do I say it? I think that the Guilty Gear Strive models don't make very good VRChat models. I think I've talked about this before, specifically with this avatar. Like, VRChat models have like a certain vibe in terms of like what they are and what they can do. Like the Rusk model is very different in terms of what it's built to do compared to Jacko, because I think Jacko is meant to look nice in very specific positions and very specific settings. That being Guilty Gear Strive.
6P pose.
Whereas, like, every other VRChat model is meant to look good specifically in VRChat with a real person piloting them. I think every Guilty Gear model falls very short in terms of the real people piloting them aspect. Jacko with the mask is okay. She's fine. about 6P? I can't remember her 6P. Hey guys, Jacko main here. I can't remember one of her most important moves. Yeah, though.
Isn't that when she like?
What about
She, like,
Throws
2K?
out her arm. Yeah, like that.
Something like this, but
Relatable.
relatable. Yeah, I think taking a break from Strive was the right idea. Cause especially as I use this model, I'm feeling like a slight urge that I want to play Strive again. Just a little. I have Jacko as my phone wallpaper. And seeing her there makes me happy because I love Jacko. She's literally me. I want to be as silly as she is the main point, really. That's why I like Exar Jacko so much more, because she's so much sillier than Strive Jacko.
Yeah, I agree, a break was needed.
Have you played XR on stream?
Yes, actually, I did recently. And it was very fun. However, the online is basically dead. The only people who play online are just in player rooms. And, like, there's a pretty decent amount of, like, I would say at any given moment, there's probably, like, 20 people in the player rooms, which is pretty okay, all in all. Well, no, but that doesn't account for rooms that are full, because rooms that are full I can't see, so I don't know how many people are on. Steam chart says that there are 130, 120 people playing usually. So it's not, like, dead in terms of fighting game metrics. But
Every
it's certainly, the ranked mode is very dead, so
for 10 hours before coming back.
it basically, the only way that you can play is through player rooms. And I
Rooms
don't,
are max 8 people.
rooms are max 8 people, yeah, that's one thing, is that rooms are max 8 people. And I'm not a huge fan of them because I don't like playing the exact same person over and over again, especially on stream. One of the problems is that if I play like a shithead, and I'd be really annoying, which I do sometimes, I have to face the consequences of that afterwards. Because then, you know, the person can get out and talk to me. But, you know, in Strive, if that happens, I just go match up with someone different and pretend like I don't see them. So yeah, I think if Exard had in a live ranked mode, I would for sure be playing it way more than I am. But I think right now, that Exard stream will be the, like, at most, I think there will be like maybe one every few weeks or so, in terms of Exard.
See, I missed the stream apparently. I
But you
didn't
played like
notice.
12 games with Jimmy Gaming Swag.
Played like 12 games with Jimmy Gaming Swag. Okay, how can I turn down game number 12 when Jimmy Gaming Swag wants to match up with me again? How can I turn that down? Not possible. Did you hear about...
Swagster?
Were you there for Jimmy Gaming Swag?
Yes, I was.
My goat.
That's so up. That's so poggers.
That guy was great. He found one of the 2 Jacko mains on his floor. I'm for real willing to bet that on any given floor besides Celestial, there's only like tops. There's only like 3 Jacko mains that are on that floor at any moment. Like during like peak hours across all the servers.
Yeah, and most players are already experienced.
Across like every
so
single
finding
server
someone on
during
your
peak
skill
hours,
level
there's
is
probably
hard.
tops like 6 Jacko mains per floor. It's true
It's
for Celestial too. Okay, shoot. So wait, if I lock in and focus up, I could be one. No, but the new ranked mode is coming out soon. I don't think I can make it to Celestial. I was gonna say I could be one of the very few Jackos in Celestial.
Dang.
Okay.
So ranked will completely like get rid of the tower system.
It won't get rid of it. The tower system will still be there, but most people are guessing that it's gonna basically become dead after the ranked mode comes out. Because, especially for high level players, the tower tends to be very unpleasant. because
yeah, Makoto, I started
basically
trying to learn Skullgirls yesterday, and
it wasn't
Cerebella
like
is just as peak as I remembered from last
it's not
I
the
played.
players aren't spread out
Wait for
equally
the new
amongst
ranked
each rank.
PBH. Hopefully it works. Out of
'cause
6,000 games, I've only played against 150
this is from someone who's
players.
never been in Celestial actually, but I would guess that like probably 50% of all players are in floors 1 to 9. And then the other 50% are in floor 10 and Celestial. So as a Celestial player, you're ranking up against some guy with like 100 hours who's just has good intuition with fighting games, and also literally the best players in the world. So for like Celestial players, you're really gambling with every matchup on if you're gonna be against like some guy who's just good at Soul Bad Guy, or like Jimmy Wang. Like, is that his name? Who's like that one? Jimmy. Evil Moment. Who is that guy on Evil Moment? I'm forgetting his name.
Justin Wang.
Justin Wang. It was something like Justin, right? Justin Wong. I got his name wrong. It's Justin Wong. I don't think he's a Strive player actually, so that joke doesn't actually work.
Justin Wong. My asterisk.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's just the spread of players is just way incorrect on the tower. So that's the main reason that they're introducing ranked, is because
Wong plays
everyone on the higher
like
floors
Marvel.
are just unless they're like the top 5% of players. I think we've been going for like an hour and a half now.
I thought the tower concept is interesting, but what I don't like is not having in-betweens, like the way, let's say Rocket League has like a rank, but they have subdivisions within it.
Yeah, so I think that subdivisions, or just straight up more floors, like if they just increased it from like 10 to 20 floors, I think that would make it a lot better in execution. It is a super cool concept though. Also, another problem with it is being able to pick and choose who you fight against. Because, in theory...
That was weird.
Yeah, if I just pick a character who has a really oppressive matchup against another common character, I could just cheese my way up to Celestial.
Tower abuses me and my Axel because I do good, and then Slayer finds me and kicks me down from floor 9 to floor 7.
Yeah, I had
People made up floor 10.5 just because of how different the skill distribution
I wouldn't say that Jimmy Gaming Swag was bullying me, but like someone who has a good matchup against me could do what he did and just repeatedly hunt me down and fight me in order to rank up. So yeah, it could use some work. Also, big streamers just don't do Guilty Gear Strive. Because a big streamer could just like, they're gonna get constantly stream sniped in Strive. You cannot play online as a big streamer. In normal ranked mode, you might get stream sniped, I guess, but it's gonna be just people queuing up at the same time that you do. But in Strive, they can just hunt you down, like in the lobby.
Jimmy Gaming Swag was chill. Jacko's entire character gets invalidated by his existence.
Does Jacko have a bad matchup against Happy Chaos? Who doesn't have a bad matchup against Happy Chaos? I feel like I hear that a lot, that Happy Chaos invalidates X character's entire existence. Also, I can't read what that guy's saying in chat. Can anyone translate that? In Arabic? Is that what he's typing in?
Saying guy in Arabic.
Kind of feels like vague threats.
Okay.
But I don't know because translation software is not good.
Uh-huh. Well, I guess if none of us can read it, there's no harm done. This sign can't stop me. I can't read. But he can just keep talking, I guess. I mean, oh, he said LOL.
LOL.
Yeah, the text-to-speech caught that one. Mods in chat. I guess Louis is the only mod in chat right now. If he says anything threatening and you can read it, then time him out. Otherwise, he can just be. That's kind of funny. You can just keep saying stuff that none of us can read.
If Higrul Efixi J11 High Welf Kik Vilf Wilva Abiago the Borg Korea Dorheux Ruash Gurlv Horwargle.
So true, bestie. I think that my chat filtered that message out. Hold on, live chat? Who said that? Oh yeah, okay. I can't read his name. I'm not gonna try. Have you ever seen what's the language? Is it Russian handwriting? That's like really weird. Like Russian cursive, I think.
No,
yeah,
I was gonna say cursive in Russian.
Yeah, and it just all kind of looks the same. I've heard though, like you know, because people make fun of it for like doctor's notes and stuff. I've heard that if you take those notes to a pharmacy, they'll just know exactly what it is with like a single glance. But like even like native Germans don't really know what it says. Or native Russians, I mean. This model is it's cute. I don't know. I'm enjoying using this model right now.
She's a lot more thick-delicious than I remember being in the game.
My waist tracker's not working. Oh god. Alright, we gotta recalibrate. But yeah, the model, I don't know. I wonder if it's been enhanced. I'm not really sure. I wish someone would make this model, but with just a full head replacement. Like, if I could get literally just Jacko, but with like, I don't know, Karin or Celestia as the head, that would be awesome. I guess the lighting would have to match too. That might be kind of difficult. But like, literally Jacko, but with a different head and similar hair would be so peak. But I talked to my usual guy who makes my models for me, and he said that he doesn't really know how he would start to approach that, so he didn't take the commission. But I don't know. I just love the way Jacko is built. Jacko is like a very this is gonna sound kind of derivative, but Jacko is like a very refined type of like, I don't want to say it, Gunnar character. She feels like that kind of character, but her design is just so refined that like I don't call her hot or sexy. I call her beautiful because I think that that's how her design is. So like, I don't know. Maybe I'll start looking. Maybe I'll start looking for like other modelers who I could commission to like just do a full head replacement. Oh, you know, there is the server that I found, the Discord server that I found my first modeler from. There's like a like request board type thing, so maybe I could just put up a request for like I'd like a full head replacement with face tracking. Oh shit! Then I'd have to supply the Strive model. I don't know where to get the Strive model. I'm sure it's somewhere online, I guess. I also don't know what like head I would replace her with. Because a lot of the heads that I actually know of are for like really small petite characters. Jacko mixes you up ASMR. High class gooning. So true. Are you talking or are you just quiet?
I'm just quiet.
GGST
Alright.
Blender Animators Discord server
I'm
had
letting
all
you
of the
yap
models, I
about
think.
your Jacko model fantasies.
Mm-hmm. Chat, wouldn't that be awesome? Oh, next donation goal. New Jacko VRChat model. At first, I didn't really like how gigantic her hands felt. But looking at it, I think first of all, it's less proportionally incorrect than I thought it was. Putting it up to
Jack
my
do be
face
pretty
feels
indoor.
right. Like, proportionally. But also, I kind of got used to it visually, and I kind of think that the big hands add to it. Add to the overall silhouette of the model a lot. Especially because she uses her hands a lot in like her animations and stuff.
That's true, that's true.
Jacko do be pretty in lore. Real. Okay, guys. I know I spent like almost $1,000 on this fancy headset with face tracking. Maybe we just play as a character with a mask for the rest of the VRChat streams.
Put Johnny head on it.
Put Johnny's head on it? I don't think that would solve my problem.
I wanna know where I can get the cool fingernail gloves all the Strive characters wear.
I actually have the fingernail gloves that Jacko has because I did a Jacko cosplay. Do you see how her gloves have her fingernails through them? Isn't that funny?
I am
Check this
gonna
out.
need to head out now, bye.
Bye, Sir Apoth. Thank you for watching. Here, look.
Later.
Look. See, I cosplayed Timekeepers. Look, I cosplayed Jacko. I didn't wear a wig because I don't know if you can see it. My hair is too long to fit into a wig, and also it's about the same length as Jacko's hair, so I just didn't bother. But yeah, the jacket was just because it was cold, but also it kind of matches, so I wore it. And it looks like Soul Bad Guy's jacket. That was a huge thing, is that it
Cool
looks like
jacket.
Soul Bad Guy's jacket.
Bye
That was
bye,
also why I got it. Yeah, I have
Oh.
cosplayed her.
And who's that? Like, that character next to you?
I think it's some K-pop thing. I don't know. It was just set up, and I was wandering around the convention on my own, so I didn't have anyone who could take pictures with me. So I went up to the worker who was like taking care of that little inflatable dude, and I was just like, "Hey, can I take a picture?" Like pretending that I know what it is. Because I didn't have anyone with me who could like take pictures for me. So, you know, there's a worker whose job it is to like take care of the thing and to take pictures of people when they ask. So I took advantage of the situation.
Poggers.
She does look a little weird when her legs go up. I swear they aren't meant to go this high. Because, like, well, first of all, they clip through the belt, but that's fair enough. But it's almost like her ass starts to clip into her, like, look, do you see? Like, it's almost like her butt starts to, like, clip into, like, her
LOL. It
crotch
worked out, I
area?
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did work out. Wait. Maybe this is how we get more of my normal fan base into the VRChat streams, by just using Guilty Gear models all the time.
Yes. I'll swap to, like, Kai Keys.
There's no femboys and no twinks. There's no twinks in Guilty Gear Strive. Guilty Gear Strive's least buff twink versus Genshin Impact's most buff hunk. It's so strange when I was coming from the
Yeah.
Genshin community
Is it
into
hot?
the Strive community, seeing people define like Happy Chaos as a twink when he's so buff.
Play Strive when in full body tracking using a Jacko model.
play Strive in full body tracking using Jacko would be a little funny. Here's the problem. My PC will explode. It already barely... It's not that it barely handles VRChat, but I have had incidents where my CPU overheated and my PC blue screened as a result in VRChat. You remember that. You helped me through that, Louis.
Yes.
Louis was my tech support back when my CPU was overheating repeatedly.
Understandable.
That, like, I'd love to do that.
I will be honest.
I don't remember the cause of it. Like, I can't remember what the actual issue was, but I remember that you helped me to diagnose it. And then I remember getting, like, a CPU temperature modeling app. Or, I mean, a CPU temperature display app so I could see what my CPU was at your suggestion.
Oh, yeah.
I wonder if can I get rid of my belt? Can't get rid of my belt. That's okay though. I can do emotes. Like...
Oh my god, she's hitting the jiggy.
Yeah.
Do you got that liquid cooled money mouth face?
No, I don't want to do it again. No.
BTW, I haven't said it before, but I love how your mannerisms, like talking with your hands.
You haven't said it before, but you love my mannerisms, like talking with my hands. My hands are big goofy hands, so I'm gonna use them. My headset is dying. How long have we been streaming? Like an hour and a half, roughly.
100 minutes.
Maybe we'll just end the stream right about now, because I want to play Fear and Hunger. I can't lie. I want to play Fear and Hunger more. Yunayo's one productive deed of the day. Go white girl, go. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, Yunayo's one productive deed of the day is finished, I guess. So, I might go play Funger. Can't lie. Fear and Hunger.
Funger.
I like to call it Funger, because for one, it's way easier to type that out. And for two, it's way funnier to say that.
Be productive hours.
I could draw a Jacko. Okay, guys, there's this one game on Steam called World of Horror. It's like an RPG, and like it's like a survival horror RPG / visual novel type thing. And there's a mod that lets you play as Jacko. And I want to get the game specifically to play as Jacko, but apparently it's an early access game that got abandoned by its creators nowadays. Like, the reviews say that it's still good, but it will forever be in early access, and it's not finished. But I can mod it to play as Jacko, guys. Think about that.
World of Horror. Well, that
apparently
sucks.
it's had its 1.0 release, but it still has mostly negative reviews.
Yeah. You know, and it's really cool too. Like, its art and like stories are based on like Junji Ito, if you know who that is. He's like a horror mangaka, and he's really good.
Yeah.
And so a lot of it is really cool, but like, I don't know, unfinished game. I just got a survival horror RPG. I'm probably fine for now. But my wallet had better watch out next sale. Thank God my friend gifted it to me. I'm so poor right now. I owe Louis $100 this month. Most of your donation money probably goes to Louis, just so you guys know. Okay. I think that's enough VR chatting for today, because I've got some fears to hunger. Okay, chat? I'm busy. Oh, it has a canonical trans character. Fear and Hunger 2. There's like a canonically transgender girl in it,
Right.
which is super cool. And I played as her for a bit, but I think that I'm not, as a new player, I probably shouldn't, because she is pretty hard at the start of the game.
Oh.
But I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna head out from the stream. I did my one productive deed of the day. Make sure to go watch the most recent video that was edited by Louis. Make sure to go check it out.
Yeah.
Look how excited he is. He's jumping for joy right now.
Yay.
Oh, I jumped and my headset almost flew off my head. That was a bad idea. I'll see you guys later. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Tomorrow's stream is gonna be a variety stream, same as usual. Look forward to that. Bye bye. Sayonara, timekeepers. Bye bye.